Hi, y'all. Oh, it worked. It's really windy out here, and yeah, I have my glasses on today. We are back out at the state park, and I wanted to do a part two on my part two and probably end of my blood pressure series. Um, I did that blood pressure video, and then the next day I had kind of a crisis, and I have a bad habit of taking, y'all pardon the wind. Whew, it's crazy windy. Um, I have a bad habit of taking my blood pressure too much when I start worrying about it. So I took it yesterday, probably 3 times in 2 hours. And the highest number was 179 over 99. Some of you think, well, you might think, well, it's not that bad. Well, it was bad for me. I was not having heart palpitations. I was not out of breath. I didn't have a headache. But I talked to a friend about it online. Roger is very supportive. He said, if you want to go to the ER, we will go to the ER. I showed my friend online, Tracy, thank you, my numbers, and she said she thought I should go get checked out. And y'all know, if you watched my video on health anxiety, I do have health anxiety. So I went to the ER. And they got me in before I even sat down. They weren't very busy, so we went at a good time. And I'm on 2 meds. I'm on 2 medicines. And I'm taking stuff to calm me down. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But we got to the hospital. They took my blood pressure. When they took it, it was like 155 over 80 something, which they were not already. They weren't worried about that. But they got me in a room and hooked me up to an IV and all that, and took some blood work. And then they hooked me up to a cuff that was going to take my blood pressure every 15 minutes. And my blood pressure was up and down, up and down. And I don't like that, because I'm on medicine, and all of a sudden the medicine's not working, or what I'm doing is overriding the medicine. I don't think I use a lot of salt in my diet, and there is controversy about that. Dr. Ken Berry, he's big on carnivore, but he said it's been proven already that salt has nothing to do with blood pressure. It doesn't have anything to do with it. That's what he says. So I got a CT scan, and then we waited. You know how that goes. We waited for the blood work, we waited for the CT scan, and we waited. And then the doctor came in and said, and my blood pressure was still going up and down, up and down. The doctor came in and said, the CT scan was great. My blood work was great, and I have seen it since then, because you can see it on your chart type thing. And it was good. My liver enzymes, she said, were a tiny bit elevated, but that's because I haven't taken the milk thistle on a regular basis. Dr. Andrew Weil says that anyone on prescription meds needs to take milk thistle. So my husband's on more meds than I am, and I make sure he gets milk thistle. Again, don't take this to the bank. Check with your doctor before you want to start any of that. But milk thistle is wonderful for your liver. It's wonderful. It helps it filter and cleanses your liver, because toxins, not only medicines, what we eat, what we take in, it has to be filtered, through the kidneys and liver. And milk thistle helps keep things flowing and clean. I don't know all the ins and outs about it, but I know it's really good. So in the meantime, Catherine was doing research on blood pressure, and I found out there is tons of blood pressure videos on YouTube. So I found one that it showed showed a couple of breathing exercises, and I'm going to show you one, and it works. Now they said you have to do it every day, more than once. And it does last. This one doctor said it lasts about 2 hours, but then what are you going to do? But there's just a simple breathing exercise that you do. You breathe in on the count of 4, hold it for 4, and then breathe out. You go. If you want to do it with me, you can. I'm going to do it again. Anyway, you do that a few times and it really does help. There are other techniques. There's other breathing exercises. And no, I'm not looking to get off my medicine tomorrow. But yes, I am looking to get off my medicine. I really am. So they let me go, and it was like 155 over 80 something. And they said, if anything changes, I can come back and everything, but, check with my doctor, because I am going to check with my doctor on what I mentioned before in my first video, that I was concerned about one of the side effects. And so I want to talk to them about that. But she did say, the first thing out of her mouth, she did say, watch your salt intake. And you can read up on it, but unless you just pour a ton of salt on everything, it's really, I have read, it's not detrimental to your blood pressure. But I don't pour salt on things, but there's salt in everything we eat. There's salt in cheese. There's a lot of salt in bacon, stuff like that. So anyway, if you have blood pressure issues and your medicine's not cutting it, I would advise you to do some research and speak with your doctor and get on something that's going to help. And it is about lifestyle change too. And I know that. And I know that I'm overweight. You don't need to tell me. I know that, anyway, I know that I'm overweight. Roger and Hazel are out there walking, and I'm going to go and find them and walk some too, because we want to walk today because it's really supposed to rain tomorrow. So do you have any tricks up your sleeve regarding blood pressure that is, not hardcore medicine that's going to damage your liver and or kidneys? That's one of the things I'm concerned about, long-term use. So she was really nice. The doctor was really nice, and they were very thorough, and they were very kind and very patient. But I don't know why it spiked. I don't know. I really don't. But I know I need to make even more changes. And I did those breathing exercises this morning, and it was in my blood pressure this morning. They said, don't take your blood pressure multiple times a day. They said, don't do that. They said, the more you take it, the more it's going to go up. And that's true. That is true. But it was like in the 150s over 80 something, 85 or something, which for me, that's not bad. Oh, and another thing important that the doctor said, she said, people think that if they reach a stroke level blood pressure that they're going to have a stroke. And she said, that's not true. Stroke level, correct me if I'm wrong, if it happened to somebody, but she said stroke level is when you've had high blood pressure for so long, it's not controlled, and it's way up there, and then an event happens, and then you have a stroke. So that made me feel better. So my short-term goal is to get my blood pressure lowered. And that's what I need to concentrate on for right now. And I'd like any advice. I'm working on losing weight. Unfortunately, when you get older, it comes off a little slower. So, but I'm working on it, and I feel good about it. I just need to see what my doctor says, and then I will research on my own and go from there. But if you have any advice or anything that's helped your blood pressure, I would love to hear about it. I really would, because it's scary. You know, when it happens to you, it is scary to me. So, if you think if you're not subscribed, my name is Catherine. And if you think you might watch, I would appreciate you subscribing. If you would like to share this, I would appreciate that even more. If you could share it and hit the like if you don't mind. And I'm going to go track down my husband and my dog and see what they're doing. I'm going to turn the camera around. Y'all want to walk with me for a minute? We'll walk for just a minute. Hold on. So they went down that way. So we're going to go and try to track them down. We'll see if we can find them. It's a beautiful day. Arkansas is all greened out now. It's just beautiful. We love it. So I hope y'all are having a beautiful day, a wonderful day. I hope we can find them. If not, I'm going to be walking farther. I'm going to be walking farther than I need to, y'all. So this is the same park we were at before when we were walking, and the state park. So let's see. Don't see them down that way. And I don't see them down that way. Do y'all want to help me find them? If not, you can enjoy the pretty scenery, or I can just let you go. Let's see, I really don't know where they are, but anyway, it's just nice. Even though it's windy, you can hear the birds and look at all our pretty green trees. Anyway, maybe this will make your blood pressure go down. Just looking at pretty scenery, or more important, being out in pretty scenery, I know helps me. Being out around the water or nature. So anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. Have a great day, and God bless y'all.